Even China's small factories are turning to robot workers, and this is a video from South China Morning Post. Take a look at this. It is an increasingly common sight on factory floors in China. Autonomous vehicles and robotic helpers work alongside humans in smaller factories. This is a starting point. Once we have this foundation, we can move more advanced forms of automation. In this way, we'll be able to secure larger orders from clients. China's factories are already home to nearly half of the world's supply of industrial robots. But full automation remains too costly for the small factories that drive China's industrial output. Instead, smaller factories are turned into autonomous robots that supplement human workers.
Smaller factories in...
Before we go any further into this, you have to understand that the numbers never lie. People lie, CEOs lie, union reps lie, but the parts inventory, that never lies as well. I've been telling you for the past 6 months to a year, looking at the supply chain, that the math wasn't matting and the EV push wasn't going anywhere. And today, the bill finally came due. Ford just killed the lightning. Volkswagen is shuttering factories for the first time in 88 years. And while American auto workers are being sent home, China isn't hiring people. They are turning on the switch. Now, welcome back to Partsman Pro. If you work in the industry, stop scrolling, because what I'm about to tell you isn't just news. It's a warning about your paycheck. Let's talk about Ford first. They officially scrapped the F-150 Lightning. Now, the news will tell you it's soft demand, but as a former parts manager, let me tell you what it actually means. It means the obsolescence is massive. When you see a manufacturer stop issuing TSBs, which are technical service bulletins, and the slowdown in the parts flow for a specific model, it's a dead man walking. I saw the parts orders dry up. I saw the inventory sitting on dealer lots gathering dust, costing dealers thousands of dollars in floor plan interest every single month. They tried to force a product down the throat of a consumer who didn't want it. And who pays the price for that arrogance? Not the CEO with a golden parachute. It's the guy on the line at the Rouge Electric Vehicle Center who just got told not to come in one Monday. Same story at VW and Stellantis. Layoffs, plant closures. They're bleeding cash trying to pivot to electric vehicles, and the market just isn't there. But here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say. We got comfortable. We thought the legacy auto jobs were our birthright. We thought we could demand 40% raises while the product wasn't selling. Well, you can't squeeze blood from a turnip. The legacy automakers are realizing they can't afford the legacy workforce anymore.
China, they're very hardworking, they're very flexible, and they have an even more open mind to embrace new technology. And now with digital tools, with AI tools, everyone has this FOMO mindset, and they want to rush to adopt the technology as fast as possible.
Neolix is one of the company adding AI automation to its assembly lines. You're looking at the robots here just pausing, going through. And the company builds these autonomous vans that deliver packages across China. While the vans are built by robots, it takes human brains to prepare them for the road. So what you're seeing here is an inside look of what China is actually doing. And right now, the factories in the United States, Canada, Europe, they are retooling because they now realize they are way behind. He's talking in Chinese right here, so I'm going to interpret what it is saying on screen for those who are actually listening and can't see the video. This is about systems and automation. It's more about assisting people, reducing the intensity of the work rather than replacing them. In 2024, factories in China added autonomous robots at a rate of 10 times that of the US. Currently, more than 2 million robots are in operation at Chinese factories. In some, the rate of automation is so high that factories can run without humans or even lights.
I think that China currently, as a country, employs more robots than any country in the world. Well, in terms of talk about this, you call dark factory, I call lights out factory. It's a fully automated or in manufacturing. Technically, in many sectors, it's already feasible. But we have to also balance between the technical feasibility, social responsibility, and the business necessity.
And the thing is, while we are bickering about contracts back in the States here, look at the East, look at what is happening here. This is what we're up against. This is lights out manufacturing in China. And that robot, it doesn't need a lunch break. It doesn't need a pension. It doesn't need to file grievances. It just welds 24 hours a day. And this is why a Chinese EV can be profitable at $15,000 and we lose money at $50,000. This isn't just competition. This is a replacement.
CATL just deployed humanoid robots at their Chinese battery factory, the same batteries that power Tesla's cars. These Moz robots achieved a 99% success rate at their tasks and do triple the workload of a human because they never take breaks. They autonomously detect defects, report anomalies, and switch to inspection mode between operations. China's already putting fully autonomous humanoid workers on real factory floors right now. The robot workforce isn't a demo video. It's clocking in for shifts today.
The legacy OEMs, they see this footage and they are terrified. They know they can't compete with you on the payroll. And that's why the layoffs aren't temporary. They are structural. I don't say this to scare you. I say this because I want you to win. If your only skill is to tighten a bolt on an assembly line, you are in the danger zone. The industry is shifting from manpower to computing power. You need to understand the business, not just the job. The days of the guaranteed manufacturing life are ending. They're talking about dark factories. This is more about manufacturing the body of the car and stuff like that. In fact, the entire vehicle assembly process, we will automate all the steps that can be automated, such as tire mounting. We will continue to automate these systems going forward. But assembling vehicles still relies heavily on human labor. We have to understand this. The robot is faster, it's cheaper, it doesn't complain. And that is the reality. So I have a question for the real car guys, the mechanics, the parts pro watching this. Would you actually trust a truck built entirely by a robot with zero human eyes on it? Or is the industry losing its soul to chase pennies? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them. Hit subscribe if you want the truth the dealers won't tell you. I'm Partsman Pro. Class is now dismissed. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. The links are in the description box below. Stay sharp, stay focused, stay educated, and I will catch you in the next one.